Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the end of the day. Okay, we have here the Three of Swords. So something is causing you heartache at this time. It can be happening at this present moment. Something about breaking one's trust on someone, and it's causing you heartache at this moment. So it can be a third party situation. It can be also a parent-son relationship, two parents and the son, or a parent-daughter relationship, a family relationship that is causing pain also. It can be that way also. It can be that it's the parent who is causing the pain, or it can be the children who's causing the pain. It can be a partner relationship wherein there is a certain form of infidelity or jealousy. It doesn't have to be an infidelity. It can be just jealousy on the part. But I feel that whatever is happening right now, I think the problem is the dynamics of the relationship. Maybe there is a need for more communication between the parties concerned, or there is a need to be more understanding, a need to be more mature. I feel that there is a need for someone to somehow look at things in a more mature way in order for the heartaches to stop. For some of you, there might be a need for you to take yourself away from the situation first at this moment in order to bring peace back to whatever the relationship is. Sometimes there is a need for all the parties concerned to take a pause, distance oneself to each other for a while, so that all would somehow lessen the height of the emotions, to wait for a certain period of time so that the emotions will die down, and maybe everyone concerned might be able to handle the situation better. Now, for some of you, it can be a situation where the solution is to move away. Now, try to see how this resonates with your present situation. Now, for some of you, it can be an old relationship that has resurfaced. Something that has caused you pain, and now that it has resurfaced, it is causing new pain. Okay, so try to see how this resonates with you, with your life situation. Now, this is what we will be expecting in the near future. You will have to make decisions. You will have to weigh things. You will have to do some balancing act. It's going to affect your emotions just as the waters are there, but you will be able to navigate through it. Now, it's going to be a challenging one. It might require some sacrifices on your part, but it is something that you really need to address or give attention to. Now, giving attention to these things need not necessarily that have to be that you should always put yourself into that situation and try to solve it as soon as possible. Some things take time, and sometimes the best approach for certain situation is to move back a little bit for a while, to allow the emotions to die down a little, because it's already affecting your inner life. It's bringing turbulence to you at this present time, and you are trying to juggle things. Maybe this painful situation is taking a big part of your attention at this time, that it's difficult for you to balance it with other commitments like work or study. It's already affecting other aspects of your life. So there's a need for you to take a pause, because if you keep on juggling, there's a danger that you will lose your balance. And when you lose your balance, the worse the situation gets. So maybe there's a need for you to just take a break. If you need to go to a quiet place, then do so. Take a short break in order to regain some balance. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe. Okay, you see here, we have here the Six of Cups. It's as if the universe is telling us, take a break, treat yourself, be kind to yourself. Free yourself from this situation for now. Stop the activity for now and just nurture yourself. You know how it is sometimes when you are already tired, when you are already having difficulty to cope with situations because you've reached a point wherein you are no longer functioning in your top form. And what happens is, the more you try to solve the problem, the worse it gets. It reminds me of Saint Faustina. She says there is such a thing as extraordinary grace. Okay. Now, when you look at it, it's not just applicable to, it's applicable to all situations. It's not just to the Christian faith, but it's applicable to all of us. There comes a point in our life when we can only do so much. Now, it's important for us to remember that we are not alone. There is that divine presence in us. We can call that divine presence in many ways. Some even refer to that divine presence as the universe, or the divine, or the spirit, or the sublime. Whatever it is that you refer, we are not alone. There is always that aspect, unseen, unheard, that takes care of us, that puts things back into order. Others might refer to it as the universe. But the important thing there is to always remember, we don't have to handle the situation alone. We can always ask assistance. So just do your part, or maybe after a while, you just take a moment of pause and say, I've done all my part. And then you say to the divine, could you please solve it for me? Because it seems that the more I try to handle it, the worse it gets. And afterwards, according to Saint Faustina, if you've reached that kind of point, you just kneel down and pray and ask the divine, please handle the situation for me. Because it seems like the more I handle it, the worse it gets. I ask for that that extraordinary grace. And the advice that was given by the holy person was, now that you've asked for assistance, forget about the problem, nurture yourself, and before you know it, the problem will solve itself. So it's the same for us. Whether you believe in in the presence of the divine or not, you don't have to handle the situation alone. There is always that silent presence somewhere wherein you just say, I've done my part, I've done what I could. Could you please take care of the rest? If you doubt the presence of that divine, you can always say, I don't know if you exist, but if you truly exist, please help me. I don't know how to handle this situation anymore. And then after you say that short prayer, let go of everything, go to a quiet place, nurture yourself, treat yourself to something, and forget about the situation. And wait and allow the universe to surprise you. So this is what we have for our Sunset Tarot. Let us now go to Insights at Twilight. For our Insights at Twilight, the message comes from Robert Frost, and the message is: in 3 words, I can sum up everything I have learned about life. It goes on. Well, if we try to relate it to our tarot reading for today, it's sort of like telling us indirectly, this too will pass. Whatever it is that is causing you pain, causing you anxiety, this too will pass. Whether it is happening presently or it is a past pain that has resurfaced or has caught up with us, this too will pass. Life goes on. So it shouldn't cause us despair. It shouldn't cause us the feeling of helplessness, because sooner or later, if we just patiently wait, if we just free ourselves from the storm, you know how it is when it is raining, you try to find a shelter and you stay in the shelter, keep yourself dry. If you feel tired, you take a short nap, and before you know it, the storm begins to cease. And sooner or later, birds will start to sing again, and flowers will start to bloom again. So at this time, take a break, nurture yourself, and trust the rest to the divine. Let the divine handle things for you at this time, especially if you already feel tired, if you already feel helpless. Let go and let the divine. Allow the divine to surprise you. Allow the universe to surprise you. And life goes on. This too will pass. Well, that's it for today. I hope that it has resonated with you at this time and it is helping you right now face whatever challenge you might be having at this moment. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.